Hello, it is August 2nd. Had to look at the calendar. And tonight on our team call, we're going to just talk about, I can never remember the right word, where to keep your data, where to keep all your customers, prospects, where to house it all. And I'll give you a little bit of history with me. And when I started with notebooks. I actually have them sitting here. I wrote out everything in notebooks. And then I was actually introduced, originally I started using Asana and got away from it, sort of going back to the notebook stuff, and then did Teamzy. And because of my virtual assistant background, I have some little bit of information on Google Streak, but I just wanted to see what everybody was using, what they're comfortable with. I know a lot of us have used Teamzy, but have moved away from it because there is a fee involved. But I'm also going to show you guys how I use Asana so that you can see it. So real quick, as of right now, today, what program or what system are you using to keep all your lists and contacts? Marsha, go. Kirsten, go.
Sorry, I muted myself.
Oh, it's okay.
So I had set up just an Excel spreadsheet tracker that I was using, but since coming back from Summit, I've been using just more pen to paper. I had tried out Teamzy, and right now I've decided that while my business is not earning what I would like it to earn, I'm not going to spend the extra $30 a month on Teamzy, though I really did like it. It's just not worth it to me to spend the extra $30 a month right now.
Got it. Kirsten, what about you?
I pen to paper, but not in a very tracky kind of way.
Okay. Hi guys. I'm Jody. Welcome. We just started. We're basically just going around the room, so to speak, just telling everybody what program we use to track our prospects and customers and things like that. And since you guys are underneath and you're next, why don't you introduce yourselves and then tell us what you're using currently to track.
Us? Okay. I'm Bob.
Kate.
We just started using Teamzy just recently.
Okay.
We weren't using anything. So we're still on the 30-day free trial you get with it. So far it's been pretty handy, but we're just feeling our way around it right now.
Got it. Got it. Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
Sorry, had to unmute again. Doing good. Just got back from football practice for Dan a little bit ago, so I had to wrangle Emily to bed and get together. But doing good.
What do you use? What are you currently using to track all your info?
I am currently using Teamzy, but I'm looking into some other options because I don't want to keep spending $30 a month when I know there's things that same thing for half the price. So
okay, so I'm going to fill you in a little bit. We're just going to talk about all the different options that are out there. I'm seeing that we all have used or use or using Teamzy. Chris, what do you guys use?
We both ran out of our 30-day trials of Teamzy and we're debating whether or not to pay it or not. Because remember, we're two different teams. Even though we're one team, we're two different people. So it would be two Teamzys on our thing. The one thing that we did find out from our call with our Beachbody Team Cup is that we have a lot of people on our team from Melanie Mitro's team, and they're all using Streak.
Yeah. And
they seem to all love it a lot, but I think it's a lot more work than Teamzy is. But again, it's free. It's not as expensive as Teamzy.
Well, this is right.
I think what it was for Streak was that one of the girls said that she had a coach, like it took her, and I'm quoting, like 2 days to
Yeah.
transfer all of her Facebook contacts out of TeamZ. And I guess it was like a manual input process into
Yeah.
Streak.
Yeah.
So she was like, the cost was less, but then again, the other cost was higher in her time.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, that's a good point. So I know a lot of coaches use it because it is a Google product, and everything is right there. The little bits that I've seen it because of in my virtual assistant positions, a lot of the coaches use it. It's not black and white for me. I like, and Marsha's gonna laugh, I like order. I like systems. And to me, it was like just too much clutter and too much crap.
What,
I got
which
anxious
one?
looking at it.
Which,
Google
Julie,
Street.
which one?
Google
Okay,
Street.
okay.
So,
Okay, I'm an organized person too, so that would drive me crazy.
yeah. So I use TeamZ, and what I loved, I am the type of person that runs on pat on the back, good job, you did it, you reached your goal. Okay, now you're done. So for me, I needed something like that because that was the running fuel for me with TeamZ. And like Marsha, to me, it was like I wasn't bringing in enough money to offset the price. And to be honest, I wanted to use that $30 to pay for my pro team for quarter fours. So we got rid of that. But I went back to Asana, and I'm actually going to share my screen and just give you a little bit of information of what I did with it. Now, I'm not promoting this. If this works for you, great. If you can't see it, just give me a holler. I'm going to actually make it bigger. I know that you guys are on a phone, so I'm recording this, so if you want to go back to it later, you can. Now, really, really quick, just so that you know, over here you have your favorites. So what I did is I was able to pull a report from TeamZ, which was a spreadsheet, and I was able to put it in this program. It's not organized. It's not putting it in groups. All the data or communications that you would have put in your comments from TeamZ doesn't get pulled over, just the names, which is a little frustrating, but it's a lot better than manually having to put it in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I broke it down into new prospects, my July challenge group, people from Instagram. And so this is where I started. So you know how we had those circles in TeamZ? And you had your circles for this many people you had to reach out to, or you had a circle, you had to check off, I did my workout, check off that I did my, whatever it was, right? I made myself daily tasks, and I can change it, add it, do whatever I wanted to do to it. I couldn't even put a number, like I want to reach out to 30 people a day. But I did, when I first started this, I had it very general, where it was send messages on Instagram, practice my quarter force, post on Facebook and Instagram, send out 5 invites, work out daily, PD, and so on and so forth. Why do I have 2 of these? But this to me was my way of seeing the circles, right?
Yeah.
And so basically, and if I'm going too fast, just let me know. When I open up my Asana, everything is here. All of my tasks, my follow-ups, my daily tasks, anything I need to do for that day, I just come here, I sort by due date, and voila. So this is what I have tomorrow, if you see it all listed here, okay? And so, for example, Rebecca, you're my guinea pig. Oh my God, she's not in here. That's so funny. Okay,
Deleted me.
I deleted you. Well, we use this one. This is, actually, let me find a good one. That has like a lot of different stuff. Here, we'll do it this way. So you can have that if it's a new person, you can have it put in as a new prospect. So that's your group, so to speak. And then they have these tags. So let's say you're chatting with somebody and I'm going to use Rebecca, for example, and it's from the Danbury Flyers. It's a Danbury Flyers mom, but you want to remember where you spoke to her from. You can have a tag for that. If it's someone from your husband's office, you can have a tag for that. If it's a family member, granted you're going to know who it is, but you can have a tag for that. Like I have tags recently for my baseball mom, my moms of tweens and teens, my sorority, work, college, whatever it is, so that I know where, for new people, where I met them from, so I don't forget. Because how many times are we talking to people and we're like, how do I know this person? I don't remember. And you're trying to figure out and you can't remember. And same thing like Teamsy, you put your comments in, whatever you say, and it's all here. You don't have to click on the activity. It's all going to be right here for you.
Okay.
And it's all in one place. It's not going anywhere. You can add things. I can come in here and I can add that she is in my August group. And now it's a new project. Like you can basically, this is very, very, very user friendly. And it's just not as inundating. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Not as time consuming to set up. This needs to go up. Not as time consuming to set up as Google Streak is. But it's still, you're going to have to kind of do a little bit of legwork. And this is free. It's 100% free. And you can have it where you have prospects, customers, coaches, new prospects, free group, this group. It could be so many different layers. And even though Rebecca's in my July Shift Shop group, but she's going to be in my free 4-day picky eater group, I can put a tag in there for Rebecca that she's going to be doing that one too. So I can have so many different tags and see how many groups that she's in, so that maybe in a couple of months I could go, oh, she's been with me for a while. Let me invite her to the coaching aspect. So there's a lot of different ways that you can tailor this to how it works best for you. As you see, you saw a lot of color. I am a very visual person, so I need a lot of color, and that helps with my organization. But it's all right there. And I've kind of taken a little bit of Teamsy, like task-wise, but I've incorporated it to where it works best for me. I'm not a pen to paper person. For some reason at this point at 41 years old, I hate to write, which is weird. And I don't ever read my notes again, so it's a waste. But this works because I'm talking to so many people now. With the Team Cup, I'm on a mission. So I'm using that as like anything that they're saying. They're, a baseball mom. They live in Oklahoma. They have 2 boys. One happens to be named Aaron, like my son, but whatever, or I met a new mom in the tween teen group, and she has a daughter, 12, who likes to read like Samantha. So I'm putting all that in there. It's just making sure that when you're doing your power hour or you're having those conversations that you are putting it in there. The other benefit of this, and I haven't done it recently, is there's an app for it. So you can have this on your phone, and if you guys are out in the city and you're in Canada and you're driving around and you're wearing something and somebody asks you a question about it and you start chatting and whatever, you keep going, and it's really a good conversation, but you want to remember them because you want to reach out to them again or find them on Facebook. You can put it in your sign on your phone. So that's kind of the way that I'm using it. When we got back from Summit is when I started to get back into it. I'm still playing around with it. There are a ton of Facebook groups, coach groups that use it. If you're interested in joining, let me know and I can add you to those groups. But that's basically kind of where my mindset was with it. It's free, right? And I'm designing it how it works for Jody because it's going to look differently than how Marcia uses it or Rebecca uses it. Make sense?
Cool.
Yeah. I love the concept of Teamsy, but the other thing too is that even though the suggested people that you should reach out to, I never used it. The names came popping up, but I never used it. But I mean, I liked it. It was definitely geared towards coaches, and it was made for coaches, but it's not where I am in my business. It's the $30 needs to go towards something else.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. That's the one thing for me too. I was just like, well, I started using it and I see the power of it, like how it helped you in regards to, contacting the prospects, like giving you like predefined scripts built in. So you're not having to kind of go to these different places to get the scripts that you want to use
Mm-hmm.
for the communication. So it's like, well, it was more of a consolidated effort within TeamZ, but then you got to deal with, like I said, like you were mentioning, like that $30, like thinking the exact same thing you are to say, like, man, when it's only $30 a month. Well, come on, that's the same thing that when we talk to people go to the gym, calculate that over the year, right?
Yeah.
That dollar value could have been reinvested into someplace else in their business over that year.
Right.
So, yeah, feel
I
you.
think sorry.
No, go ahead.
For us, we just started using it. And the only thing that we find we don't like about it is the ranking system. We ranked them the way they suggested to rank them, but that's not how we want to send our contact people. That's not in that many days. Like, we want to do it completely differently. So there's got to be a better way to rank our prospects or our connects.
Right.
I think that's the only thing that we found so far is the ranking system is not what we would do.
Right. And the same thing too
Adjust
is
the
that,
follow-up day.
I'm sorry?
In TeamZ, you can adjust the follow-up. So you send somebody a message and then you can set the date that you want to like check back in with them or whatever.
Mhm.
So you can
I think
change
it's
it.
just when you're beginning and you can't find them, like they're not at the top of your list. You're thinking, well, I really wanted to contact that person and they're not on the top of my list. So now I have to type in their name to search for them. And
Right.
I'm afraid that I'm going to be missing people because they're not right there on the tip of my tongue. And, I'm scared that I'm going to miss them. Unless you actually see their name, you're not going to remember to contact them.
Right.
So many people there.
Yeah.
Right.
That will be the case no matter what you use, though, unless you have a system built in so they're coming up. You got to start somewhere.
Right.
I found
That's the benefit. That's the benefit of both of these types of programs. Is with this, you're not giving them a number, right? This is you're basically just going to put them in whatever order, and you can sort it obviously alphabetically, and you can also sort it when, like Kirsten was saying, is that if tomorrow you want to reach out to Jody Martino, you're going to put her in the calendar for tomorrow, and she's going to be at the top of your list.
Yeah.
I was never the only way I was using the rating system is actually when, actually Rebecca's a good example. Before she became a coach, she was a customer, so she was a 3 or a 4. When she became a coach, she was a 5. When she was a prospect, she started off as a 1 or a 1-ish, and then obviously moved up there. To me, that doesn't help me. That's not what works for me. What works for me is that, Rebecca's in there. I know she's in there. I'm communicating with her, and I know I need to follow up. Hey, guys.
Just as a side note, before I canceled my TeamZ, I stole all the scripts, so I'll post that in the group files.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
thank you, Marsha. The other thing too is that we've been from different coaches and different groups. When I get them or anybody else gets them, when we do have scripts, they're all in the file section of Team Mashup. So just check them in there because we have from all different teams and groups and stuff. So they're in there. So feel free to check the files for any information. There's power hour information. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. So I think, we lost Kirsten, and I think, Rebecca probably just muted herself. But that's basically it. I mean, I think we're all still trying to kind of figure out a system that works for us. But I would definitely suggest looking into it if you guys really want to learn more about it or want to be a part of a Beachbody group with Asana. I can add you into the group that I'm in, because there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of different things.
I would like to be added, Jody, if you don't mind throwing me in there. I would like to try Asana because I've heard some good things about that, and I have heard that Google Streak is a little more of the struggle bus.
Yeah,
So,
well, for you and I, no.
I would like to give Asana a try. Like I said, I've been doing more pen to paper since Summit, but I had built my own Excel spreadsheet before, and I was using that, but it's such a chore to like put information into that. So I think Asana would be easier, and I would really like something that has an app, because there's a lot of times that, literally I'll be like at lunch at work and I'll message somebody and then I'm like, well, hell, I'm not going to remember to update that when I get home.
Yeah.
So
No, that's a great point. I mean, today I was downstairs in the cafeteria talking to one of the women that were working in the kitchen, and we totally had a whole conversation, gave her my spiel, sent her my website, and came upstairs. I was like, Josie is her first name. What the hell's her last name?
right.
I didn't even put it in Asana because I forgot, as I'm reminding myself now. But no, that's a very good point.
I definitely like to look into it a bit myself too. I'm along the same lines as Chris and O'Brien. It's
Yeah.
with teams.
So I don't think you guys can see it. Yeah, I don't think.
No, it's just bright. It's just a bright screen.
Oh wait, there you go.
There we go.
A little something,
Okay, so
yeah.
you can see a little bit. I have an
Yeah.
iPhone and there's an app for it.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Okay.
just not really good at showing that. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys real quick, a couple of just house stuff. I'm going to continue to share information when I get it. Continuing to anything that I see or hear from various sources. I know that Kirsten's done it, Marcia's done it. Please just share. This is a community of a whole bunch of people that just need a home just to grow and share information. So I wanted to let you guys know that. And then I just wanted to check in with everybody and see how they're doing. Is everybody on a Team Cup group? Yes. Fantastic. I hope that you guys are doing well. It's oh my God, I should know this, day 2. But everybody should just keep in the group. Just let us know how everybody's doing, how the teams are doing, so that we can support each other. And is everybody doing, I know Rebecca and Marcia and Kirsten and I are doing Shift Shop. I know that Chris and O'Brien are. Are you guys doing Shift Shop as well?
We're starting Monday.
Oh, yay!
You guys will love it. I'm in love with this
Yeah.
program, except for today because I can't breathe. But other than that,
We have a challenge group starting with us on Monday.
cool.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Well, the other thing too is Rebecca had shared it in our accountability group. Don't forget, I think I don't know if there was a deadline for that or not. But
The
don't
10th.
forget. What?
August 10th.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead,
To get
Rebecca.
the special shirt.
Yeah, the free T-shirt.
Yes.
It's the special free T-shirt, though, to be like one of the first.
Yeah.
You can always get a free T-shirt for finishing a program. So I'm
Right.
thinking, exactly. I'm thinking we can probably still go through the Beachbody Challenger thing and get the regular shirt too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
And then
think
this
you
will
can.
be the special. You guys did it first shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it said, well, you said August 10th, but
I think
It
August
says
10th,
you have to
you
submit
have to
after
submit your
Christmas.
before.
It's just your before, not your after.
Yeah, it's just your before. So that's why it's a little different than the Challenger ones.
Right. The Challenger one, you need your before and after. This is just your before. I'll take it out of our group page, Rebecca, and I'll put it on the team page so everybody can see it, and you can share it with your groups. But so we got that. We have what else did I want to just say? All the wonderful things that Chris is sharing. He's sharing that in on his personal page. He's also sharing that on the
Champions.
thank you, the Champions page. I couldn't think of it. And he is real, raw, and the stuff that he is saying is so true.
There's a whole YouTube channel for it. So I don't know if you guys like subscribe to it on YouTube, but that's how I've been seeing them
It's
too.
a private playlist. You have to go through the Coach Breaking News.
Yep,
to get through it.
Yep, exactly.
Is that a different video than what he's sharing
Yeah.
on the two sites?
Mhm.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Uh.
Yeah. It's just for the challengers. Like it's not, because the stuff on the Champions page is like coach related,
Right.
and the stuff on his general is just like, general stuff. But the stuff, like it's similar, but it's really
Okay.
tailored towards challengers, the people that are all doing this program together.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay.
How do we get on there?
You go
I'll
log
send
into
you
your
the
back
link.
office and you go to Coach Breaking News, and whichever one says about the Shift Shop Challenge group, there's a link in that alert.
Yeah, it's closer to the bottom, and it didn't work when I first tried it. It said like this video is not available or something, but I tried it like a couple days later towards the beginning of this challenge group, and it worked.
Okay.
I'll post it in the team page.
Okay, sounds good, Jody. Thanks.
Yep. Because it's funny because I'm not even, I should be looking at that, but I'm sharing the ones that he does on Facebook on his personal page with our group, and they're loving just even that little snippet that he's giving them. They have a love-hate relationship with him right now. But it's definitely cool. I mean, he's got me hooked, I'll tell you that. And Rebecca, I mean, you've had some aha moments yourself, so it's
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to touch upon while we have everybody here? Nope. Okay. So basically, I think what we're going to do is next Wednesday, the 9th, is going to be our power hour. We do an hour of powering. And then the week after, which is the 16th, I thought about this on the way home, and I wanted to talk about when people say, no, I can't afford it, I don't have time. I wanted to kind of just brainstorm with everybody to see if we can come up with maybe our own group scripts or ideas of how to flip it. Because if I hear I can't afford it or I don't have time one more time, I'm going to punch somebody.
Yeah.
So I figured this would be a really great time, and with all of us to sit down, not the 9th, the 16th, to kind of just brainstorm and see ways that we can help each other when we do get those responses, and we can be like, boom, jab, there you go.
For sure.
So
I don't know if anybody else had the same struggles, but we found July like really tough.
I don't know if it's because it's summertime.
Like I think everybody figures it's too late at this point. I'm not getting the beach body, and I'm not gonna get in the swimsuit. It's too late at this point. But we didn't nail July at all. May was phenomenal. June was good, and then July just.
yeah. I you're not alone. So, but that's why I think that if we sit down in 2 weeks and we really kind of, even while you guys in the meantime think about it, maybe we can all come up with things, and obviously we reword it in our own words, but to turn around and be like, when Chris comes to me and she's like, $160, that's a lot, I can't afford it. And I'm going to be like, dude, come on, yes you can. Obviously, that's not going to get me to help you, but.
But one of the big things we're going to start talking about now that July is coming gone and August is here is, back to school. The kids will be gone. Take some time for yourself. You'll have more time in the day. That's what I'm going to start talking to people about anyways.
Right. No, that's good.
Send those kids back to school and work out.
Yeah, but then you also have the flip side where even though they're in school, we're still going to work. And, but no, I think we all struggle with that, and I think you know, when we have the time to think about it, we can kind of just bounce ideas off of each other to maybe come up with some really awesome scripts. But so that's basically all I got. Does anybody have anything that they want to celebrate, that has been a thorn in their back, or other than Marsha having a terrible summer cold?
I did it to myself, man.
You did not.
I did. I ran myself down.
Man, those hours in Summit, man, kicked your butt.
Yeah, totally.
So, Kristen and Brian, anything going on you want to share? Gripes, happiness? You guys are on vacation. That's fantastic. I'm jealous.
Yeah,
He's just my biggest gripe. That's it.
that's nice.
Feel the love, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Gripes. You know what? I think it's just a recurring thing that that you mentioned. You know, when you're talking to people, and it's like, well, you know, well, I don't think I can afford it. Like I had a close friend did that to me recently. It was like I talked to him, like, you know, I set up a couple of calls. You know, day one talked about it, day two talked about it, and then it's like, well, you know, he's gonna, you know, and you know, we're close friends, like go back way back, and then it's like, well, he's, you know, he's gonna talk it over with the wife. You know, they have a budget like everybody. Okay, cool. And then you know, I get like you know, talk to him again, and it's like, well, budget, don't think you can do it now, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what, cool, that's fine, I understand, right? But you know, just let you know, like, you know, I'm here. And then what happens, fast forward, I see like a post from him saying that he tried T25, right, with a coworker. And I'm literally looking at the post, and he's all like, oh, it was so awesome, I can't wait to do it again. And I'm looking at the post, and I'm like talking to him as if he's right in front of me. And I'm like, dude.
You're like, hello.
Do you not realize that's what I've been talking to you about?
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm right here. We've known each other for the past 20-something years, you know, but, you know, you're close, like family friend. It's like, well, I don't know. And then somebody at work, you know, and it's just like, you know, yeah, oh, it was so awesome. So anyway, I got a little upset at that, but then I just flipped it, like something I've learned recently from other people. I took that frustration and I just flipped it, and I posted on his post, and I said, see, there you go. That's exactly what I was talking to you about a way back. And I said, and there's plenty more where that came from, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
So I just sort of like, it was like almost like a reminder to say that, hey, remember, like we talked about it. Good job. I actually said that. Good job. And I said, and there's plenty more where that came from, right? So it's like, if anything, it's like a slight subtle reminder of, hey, like, oh yeah, O'Brien is into this thing, and we did have that conversation. So we'll see.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I think we've all had situations like that. Excuse me. Or we've had situations where they're like, no, but then they go to It Works, or no, or they go somewhere else. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I had one
I'm
this,
so broke. Let me buy these expensive
2 weeks.
leggings.
sorry.
say it again, Kirsten.
So I'm so broke I can't afford anything, but then they buy like LuLaRoe leggings or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I was
You couldn't
just
even
gonna
work
say. I
down
had
those
one
leggings. What
prospect-
are you thinking?
I had one prospect this month who gave me the I couldn't afford it speech, and then was posting on social media 3 days later they spent $3,200 on a treadmill.
What?
So, you know, it'll be a nice laundry rack in a week or two, you know.
Yeah, right. A treadmill where you can do one exercise.
Exactly.
Two if you count walking
$3,200.
and running as separate things.
And it's funny because Kate and I were the exact opposite. We were in this for 3 weeks and we sold our treadmill that was in the corner for 3 years. You know,
Oh my goodness.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that we can go further, but we're going to hold off and we're going to talk about that in 2 weeks.
Okay.
But as I said, everybody continue to share in the group. If there's anything that anybody needs, holler. Holla. Sorry, I'm tired. It's been a day.
Yeah.
But continue rocking it. And thank you, everybody. And I'm going to post the recording a little bit later. I'm actually going to